All right, here we go. Let's get back to our lineup here of some beautiful post-classic racing. Yes, indeed, Simon Richards up on pole in the Katana. Next to him, 24, Chris McMeekin, 203, Vince Barrow. Oh, shocking, boys, shocking. Oh, there we go. Do we take the camera? What sort of penalty do we give for false starts like that? Two of them jumping it. Poor Chrissy didn't stand a chance when those guys were going to get away. But in that, both of those riders reacted and realised they had jumped the starts, and they immediately slowed up, and they gave an opportunity for Chris to get away. So good sports all the same, but a jump start's a jump start. They've been certainly jumping down on those in the recent New Zealand Championship, and particularly the Suzuki Series, because they know over the years that people have got an advantage. And now they're paying the penalty with in the New Zealand Championship. They clearly get a 20-second penalty. Hey, today's only a fun day, guys. You would have thought that you'd probably have just like, oh, there we go, somebody to come out into the dirt here. And look at that, they've kept it upright. That's the perfect kiddie litter, folks. That's the most perfect kiddie litter in New Zealand. Why? Because it's worked over and it's dirt, not gravel. Not a gravel track like some other circuits or sand. So there you go. You go into the soft dirt, the boys rip it up continually, and there you go, slows down. It's just like your handbrake at home, really pulls it on hard. All right, Simon Richards, Chris McMeekin, Willie Simpson, Vince Barrow, some of our heroes of racing in this all different classes here, courtesy of E. Hayes and Son, where people come first, and MPE Limited. Oh, there we go. And Simon storms past Chris Vincent there as well. They're all coming out of Big Boys Open Racing Pre-82. As we check on number 87, and also the 600, the Panther out there of Eric Swinburne. So Eric's the front runner in our pre-1982 juniors on the 81 Panther. It's a 600cc bike, so what a good idea. We'll call it number 600, so it looks like it's part of the graphics of the bike, so nicely done. And a Panther, a very nice bike out of the Ducati stable. You'll certainly enjoy one of those if you see it. So there we have it, a great ride from Eric, the man from Naseby, up there in Central. And somebody tells me he was very good at some of the winter sports up there. I know they play ice hockey, curling for sure. I don't know whether it's any one of those, but anyway, a very accomplished sportsman in winter sports in Central Otago. There's already, I'm sure, there was starting to be the odd frost. I wouldn't have been surprised if there was a frost up there earlier in the week, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. Would not be surprised if it already was a frost in the Central Otago region, as we had a cooler southerly airflow. Nothing like that down here at sea level in Invercargill, but certainly up there on the Central Plateau would have been a little bit colder. All right, back to our racing, 211. For Wanaka's Simon Richards on the lovely Suzuki Katana 1260, the Moto Extreme bike from Dunedin. Go to Chris McMeekin, Vince Barrow. Again, Willie. Oh, I just love this. Willie Simpson's on a little Yamaha FZR 400. And it is a little too. He's a small a pilot, and it's a small bike, a 400, when it goes up against 1,000. Of course, only 40% of the CC of the big bikes, but he's just off the tail of those other boys, and he runs the hill climb most years. So nice to see the Balclutha man just up the road in South Otago, only about a 2-hour drive down here, so well placed to be able to whip down into beautiful Southland for the BurtMunro. That bike that came down through the kiddie litter has already been collected as well, and it will be taken back into the pits. And a summary of that one, my apologies, can't quite tell that particular one. Not Rob, or maybe Kerry Crozier, maybe, or I think it might be. Anyway, we'll find out shortly by the process of elimination. 211 to go past 24 in there. Simon along with Chris, now with Vince. Looking out for Willie on the little 400. Listen to another bike tapped out through there. The 87 that time of Phil Meyer. He's been the front runner, or sorry, the runner-up behind Willie Simpson in our MP Engineering Post-Classic Pre-89 Junior class. So the man from Cromwell on the Moto Extreme supported Honda VFR 400. So again, a small bike from 1989. The Honda VFR, of course, a single swing arm model. Man, were they revolutionary when we saw them in the 80s or what. And of course the man from Cromwell has a very nice one, so he's in behind Willie in that class. We've got Eric out there, so Eric will be first. So effectively, of the first 6 riders in the field, we've got 3 different winners. Why? Because we've got 3 different classes incorporated with the same race. So who are they? Pre-82 Open, that will be the overall race leader. 21, Wanaka's Simon Richards. And our Pre-89 Junior class will be number 367, Willie Simpson. on the Yamaha FZR 400, and in our pre-82 juniors, so an era 7 years earlier than our pre-89, on the Ducati Penta 600, Eric Swinburne. So there you go. They're all in the top 6 of the race, but they're all winners for their respective classes here in our Burt Munro Teretonga Sprint races. Brought to us by E. Hayes & Son, where people come first, the ultimate hardware shop in New Zealand. There ain't any other Burt Munro bike sitting in a hardware shop in New Zealand, probably not the world for that matter, a bike as legendary as Burt. The story that we celebrate. Why is it we celebrate the Burt Munro? People ask, why is it about the Burt event? Well, for one, he was Kiwi, and whatever the definition of Kiwi that you want to have, he was Kiwi. It was all done in the shed. You've hopefully all seen the film The World's Fastest Indian to get an idea of what he was. The other feature, of course, is he got a 1920 Indian Scout motorcycle, 500cc. He doubled its horsepower, and then he doubled it again to get the ultimate speed. So he effectively made the bike go 4 times faster than it was designed to do. It's just an incredible story. And of course, he turned it from a motorcycle into a streamliner. He only blew it up a mere 105 times. You know all the stories that make it great. What else is it? Of course, he set those records in the 1960s, which is now well over 50 years ago. But importantly, he did it when he himself was over 60 years ago. 60 years old. Born in 1899, died in 1978. An amazing story of a man who back in 1967 set these incredible records. So there you go, the story of Burt Munro and why we reflect on it and remember it so much here in New Zealand. That is Kiwi with a capital A. All right, so Simon Richards along with Chris McMeek and Vince Burrell, they're your top men in the class again as we look out to our field, keen just to see where we are. So Simon's gone 1-1. We've got Chris, he's gone 2-2, and for Vince, he's gone 3-3. So they're just the same. We've got Willie and Philip, they've gone 1-2 in the respective junior class of pre-1989 bikes. And we've got Eric Swinburne, who once again has gone 1 in his. And I'm looking out for Rob in the field. And unfortunately, Rob is not finished, but he will be second because he got a second in one race. There's only 2 in his class. I think unless there's any late entries that I'm unaware of in that small junior class, there potentially is, but maybe we'll find out who they are later. But anyway, Eric will certainly be the front runner with 2 first place. The man from Naseby up in Central Otago. There you go, an update of our MPE, Macleay Precision Engineering, sponsored E. Hayes & Son Teretonga Sprint races today.